It's October 2020 and South Africa's Magistrates Commission has issued a new application form that journalists must use when they want to apply to televise, broadcast, tape, or photograph court proceedings. The same applies if you want to take cell phone video footage of court proceedings. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to fill out this form. I used the Nelspruit Magistrates Court as an example simply because that is the court that I'm well acquainted with. So this is your example. Insert the information that is relevant to you. A quick tip. If you can, if it is at all possible, try to go a day or two before the date of the trial, first appearance, or bail hearing that you seek to cover, and speak to the magistrate in whose courtroom you'll be reporting from. I know that this isn't always possible, but if you can, go a day or two before, tell them you want to apply to film or broadcast or photograph the proceedings as a courtesy. Otherwise, go very early on the morning of the proceedings, ideally before 9 or before 8:30. Okay, so this is how you're going to fill out the form. See the parts in red? That is what I edited. It's normally open spaces that you'll fill out by hand. I just used the computer because I have one in front of me. And then I inserted the court's name and I inserted the city or town where the court is located. I then underlined what I seek to do. I seek to take photos. I seek to use an apparatus similar to a TV camera, which in this case is my cell phone's video function, and I seek to do so during court sessions, during recess, and immediately prior to and after the court session. You are the applicant if you are the journalist who seeks to record or photograph the sessions. So you insert your name and surname, the media house that you're affiliated with or that you're working for. You insert the media house's street address, your cell number, and your office number. Case information. This is the case that you seek to report on. Normally, the name of the case would be State versus and then the accused's surname. If there is more than one accused, then it would be, for example, State versus Makwanyane and others, or State versus Botha and others. If you have the case number, insert it there. If you don't, then you won't be inserting it. Ask the clerk of the court for the case number. You can also maybe ask the prosecutor or the investigating officer, but you can also leave it open. You will then insert the date of the trial that you seek to report on. Notice is given that an application will be made on, this is the date when you apply for permission to take the photos or videos. And then you will see in court, and then there's an open space. This is where you describe in which courtroom the proceedings will take place that you seek to report on. Now, I happen to know that in Mbombela, the first appearances always happen in Court B. So I'm going to insert Court B. It might be Court 1 or Court 7 where you reside, so just insert that information. If you're not sure, ask the clerk of the criminal court, the magistrate, or any other official for assistance. So you're going to insert that information. You're then going to mark once again what you seek to do. And then under motivation for application, I inserted the following paragraph. I humbly submit that it is in the public's interest to know what transpires during these court proceedings. The Constitution and legislation protects the principle of open justice and the right to a public trial. The right to freedom of expression, you can add that this is Section 16 of the Constitution, makes the media responsible for informing the public of developments in the public interest, such as what happens in open court, especially when they're not able to attend open court themselves. The media house I represent submits to the South African Press Code, in terms of which I am bound to fair reporting and to abstain from unjustifiably infringing on the rights of those I report on. Obviously, you'll only add this if you actually do subscribe to such a body. Then add your signature and the date. This is the application form that you will hand to the magistrate of the court where you will be reporting from. I have never had an application that was not granted. But please know that it is always a responsibility and that the magistrate does have the final word. It's also possible that the magistrate will discuss your application with the defense's legal team and that they will also have the opportunity to give their input.